I would say my day-to-day is summed up in relationships. Know the client from a financial aspect, know their risk tolerance, know who they are, and hopefully know them better than they know themselves from a financial side. Number one, I would say, is the relationship side. Number two is understanding the different asset managers that I have at my disposal and being able to align clients with those.
My investment selection process is pretty much top down. I'm first looking at the economy, I'm looking at the markets. Then I go to a fundamental analysis. Fundamentals is I'm researching the revenues, the earnings per share, the management of the company, the real nuts and bolts of what makes a company profitable or not. And then I go to the technical analysis, and that is following the trends of the prices of the securities. And I use a process called point and figure analysis. Then I use the charts to tell me when to buy and sell these fundamentally good stocks that I found. The goal is to keep the math in our clients' favors, and we're very, very focused on risk management, which is very, very important with all the volatility that we see in the economies and in the markets these days.
After I have meetings with my clients and I feel like I have a good sense of what they want and what they need, I start looking at the managers that I have. Sometimes it's a phone call with someone like Jeff, who, will get on the phone and talk with them about what it is that they're doing, why they're doing it, and getting them more comfortable, I guess, with their investment process.
The two primary portfolios that I manage is one is a growth portfolio, and the other one is an equity income portfolio. The growth portfolio is looking for those companies that are changing the way consumers are doing business. They're the ones that are changing the world. Companies that are having earnings per share, revenue growth of 20% or more year after year. The equity portfolio, on the other hand, is more blue chip, your utilities, your consumer staples type stocks. One of the main criteria that I have in the equity income portfolio is that they have to increase their dividend that they pay out to their shareholders year after year. These portfolios, they work very, very well together. Usually when one portfolio is zigging, the other one's zagging.
For some clients that want market exposure and aren't wanting to see a position drop 50%, then Jeff is a great option for them to look into using, and someone who I come to and I bring clients to. And I think what distinguishes him from other asset managers that I use, he's focused on trying to make sure that he's protecting clients' principal and that the volatility is minimized on a risk-adjusted basis. Jeff will get on the phone with them. They can talk to somebody who is actually buying and selling these positions and can walk them through why he's buying and selling these positions. And you're not going to get that at a lot of institutional type money managers. If I have a question, or if you have a question about something, it's easy to get in touch with one another.
I enjoy working with the advisors like Lee, where I do have that client interaction and get to know really their, again, goals and their situation.
Anytime that a client is having their money managed by somebody, education is foundational.
Yeah.
And you do a great job of walking them through a very high level view of what you do and how you go about screening for the stocks that you're owning in the portfolios and what the criteria is that they have to meet. I think that when clients walk away from a meeting with you, and as these meetings are ongoing, they get more comfortable with what you're doing. They understand it more.
I've worked with advisors for 25 plus years in my career. I can honestly say that there hasn't been anybody that I've met in this business that is more hands-on, and it's just a great pleasure to having my business associated with advisors like Lee's. The family-like atmosphere and how everybody looks out for one another and really work together as a team. I can rely on everybody else on their specialties in wealth management. This part of my career felt it was a great place for me to be, and it's been a wonderful decision.